Welcome back to another HNL Tonight show with hockey coach Coach Frenchy directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on the Sunday night, February 5th, 2023. OMG, OMG, what a weekend. And Thailand, I did not know how Thailand walk this way, but I took a couple of days off out of the live streaming. I did not create video. I was supposed to be there this morning, and I was a little bit sick, so I decided, you know what, let's consider have the day off and then be ready for the night. And then here we go. Now we are back in the boat until July 2nd and 2023, where is going to be the UFA signature, and that's what be my mission now. No day off, work every day, but I feel energetic. I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm just excited. The hockey will be back tomorrow night with 6 games in NHL, and they're going to be we are less than 1 month for the trade deadline. So a lot of conversation to talk about. We're going to talk about tonight. I create a show tonight. It's called the Groundhog Day. We know like a couple of days ago, every year, February 2nd, the groundhog get out, and they tell you if it's a winter a little bit longer or shorter, whatever it is. Tonight, we're going to create an exercise together, and I think it will be fun if you participate. If not, it's okay. But how this works is this. We're going to give a player back inside the lineup for the trade deadline, going to helping them until the end of the season. So example, Montreal Canadiens, can we bring back Philippe Dano, Lars Eller? I can bring all the name, then you're going to pick which one you would like to have. Or if you remember, so it'll be the way where I don't mention the name. You have to remember a little bit the hockey, like a couple of years ago. The player you have to call it are going to be a player is active. So we cannot recall it like, from Montreal Canadiens, Mats Naslund or whatever it is. So it's only the player are active on the NHL at that moment. So it'll be the exercise. We're going to start this about 9:30 after we talk about all the news around the league. A couple of news around the league, no trade, but a couple of signature. During the weekend, we're going to talk about the Washington Capitals, the New York Islanders, of course, and then what's coming after that? What is this week? And the schedule of this week for here, guys, we're going to be back tomorrow night with the Let's Talk Apps. Then Tuesday night, we do the game between the Tampa Bay, I think it's Florida. And then we're going to talk Wednesday night. Blaine Potvin is back with us. The show starts at 8 o'clock. If you want to talk about hockey with Blaine, he follow and he write on the website, or you can follow him. So you can join us Wednesday night special at 8. Thursday night, we do a play-by-play game, NHL, like Tuesday too. And then Friday, we go back with Let's Ab Talk. And then Saturday, Sunday, next weekend, guys, Montreal Canadiens play at 12:30. Yes, I'll be awake at midnight, and I'm going to do the game at 12:30 a.m. And yes, we do the Super Bowl special live streaming special edition next Sunday. So that's the plan for the week. So it will be interesting what's going to happen here. But we are back, and I can't wait tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. Join us, me and Enartap, the co-host of the warm-up show. We're going to be live. And then next week, we will return the shows called the Ab Brown's Your Sunday Rendezvous at 11 o'clock a.m. And, of course, I'm going to produce a couple of videos of the Ab Daily News during the week. So that's happening on the plan of the week. First of all, we have to welcome Mr. RJ Calabo, knock the door. RJ from the New Jersey area. Welcome aboard. Thanks so much for all the like we got so far. We'll talk about that next couple of minutes. Chicago, welcome back. Good to be back. Yeah, we are back to be together. And our co-host, Mr. Nartap, knock the door. Welcome back, Mr. Nartap. Melissa from Orlando or Michigan. She wanted the 2 plays, but she's back with us. Great to see you. Mr. Gary Roadrunner Cournoyer from Montreal. Welcome back. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live Show. Mr. Larry Lavallee, directly from Arizona. Welcome back. Beautiful weather, hopefully, over there. I heard during the weekend, guy, I really disconnect. Like when I said disconnect, that's who I am. Like no social media. Don't follow too much hockey. I'm not a big guy on the All-Star game. I did not watch the game, to be honest with you. I watched the contest at some point, but not much. And I really disconnect. I went to Colorn. I travel a lot. I visit a lot of places, and I was just like, yeah, it was pretty cool. So, but I have to go back normal now. But that's what's happening. Try to recover because it's funny, guys. It's like I don't, at my age, I don't go out a lot. But I went out this weekend. Like I went out. I hit hard Friday night and Sunday night, and I tried to compare Pattaya, like any city in USA, and I said, "Oh, Vegas is maybe the same place, but we don't have casino here. We don't, gambling, everything like that." So I said, "It's not could be this." Then I said, "You know what? Yeah, it's New Orleans. That's exactly New Orleans, guys." I get out like yes, I was out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I closed the bar and will remind me a lot of things. But when I went to out of the bar, we went to eat and walk on the street. It's like 4 o'clock afternoon. Like 7-Eleven open, the food left and right, everything is open. Unbelievable to see that. And then you took the tuk-tuk to go back home for 30 cents. And then, yeah. So I did that Friday night. I did it Saturday. And now I'm ready to rock and roll. So it was pretty amazing to see that. And not many men at my age out. But no, it's not true because, but you have a lot of people at that time of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning. So nobody will be there. Like, no, it's like no more. It's crazy. But this is Thailand. Mr. Bossy Flower is in the house. Welcome back. Full stream ahead. Yes, sir, we are back. Oh, Mr. Johnny Golden back in the house. We're going to talk about, don't forget, guys, we're going to talk about two amazing, great Montreal Canadian prospect. Have an amazing, great weekend. OMG, we're going to talk about this. Don't forget, I'm going to talk again about them on my app Daily News tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. What a weekend from Elaine Hudson and Logan Mayu. We'll talk about them. 81 degrees in Arizona. Yeah, pretty much what we have here. But, I was going to tell, I heard like it was really cold this weekend in Canada. So what I heard about this one. So hopefully everybody is okay. We want to welcome back the moderator, assistant moderator, the man of the man, Mr. Luciano Graziano is in the house. From Calgary, I can't wait. I think Randy could be a great asset, guys, on that exercise, the Groundhog Day with Hockey Nation show. Randy, hopefully you stay there a little bit longer because I think you can be a good asset about this within our tap. And many of you going to this. Another moderator, knock the door. Mr. Ron Kings 20. Welcome back. Let's go. Listen, Kings go. What a pathetic all-star weekend. We'll talk about this in the next couple of minutes. We'll have this. Mr. N. Rabinov is in the house. Thank God, all those second weekend. So that's a waste hockey about this one over there. I can't wait to hear your comments about this, guys. I would like to hear that. Says John DeGrain with a goal and assist during the weekend. I'm fine. Here you go. No, he lost his skills, but did not. He is lost. 3 days with all you guys, long weekend. We miss you. We miss everybody here for sure about this. Great. I hope to got the suffer to a good weekend like this weekend. We're going to get Ab Big on either Dustin Wolf, Joe Offer, or Devin Levi's about this one there. I would not take any of them if I was the Montreal Canadien. I think it would be a really big mistake if I was the Montreal Canadien. Terry T is in the house. Welcome back. Could not watch the flag, anything like that. But at least we got a goal and assist. Question, any thought about our star game format? We're going to talk about this, Terry, in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to where it's one of my questions. Andrew O'Connor is in the house. Welcome back, Andrew. Hopefully an amazing, great weekend. Flimbury, do one Anderson about this one over there. Renault, New Orleans. Yeah, it was Mr. Renault. Welcome back. I can't wait to hear your question. Better you went out, coach. You did not miss the All-Star game at Pitchen. Yeah, I did not watch a lot. I've never been a big fan about this. My friend was excited about All-Star game. No beat to over the top. And our top is begun festival twice a time. And enough. And I will still have people throw bricks and send the attack during the Star game weekend. I read and ask about the next year and shall drop and going to be in Toronto. Is that true? Yeah, it is. Ranked second best prospect not in the NHL after Connor Bedard. I don't know at that level, Leinartson, all right, but what a weekend he has this weekend. You have a chance watching it. He hit the All-Star game weekend, went through virtual skills, went to Circus Act about this one over there. Michael Van Dam, Big Talk, they are very close to get that check run. About it, which Montreal player would it fit with the Boston this year? Which Montreal player would fit with Boston this year? I'm not sure what you want to ask about this. Which Montreal players will fit with the Boston? Honestly, they're looking for add left defenseman, home guy like that. That would be one over there. They want maybe to add a bottom six, and that's pretty much it. Now they can changing and to add maybe another players like on the center for long term. I know the proper some kind of the rumor with Dylan Larkin, but I would not see Boston Montreal together to make a trade about this one. Do they allow the ab? Do they have a no? But I said no. Nobody watch hockey here. Honestly, I only see a guy walking with a hockey jersey, Boston Bruins so far. And then yesterday or Saturday night, I went out on the walking street. I see a guy with a T-shirt. He won a hockey tournament at the league, and I don't know the AAHL. So that's one thing I'm not sure about this. Anybody else find it weird? Because has to go again, my car on the Strong Dog Challenge. Black Dragon says he's keeping Levi Pascal this goalie going out. Yep, you're absolutely right about this. Is a great point about this. I think if the Buffalo Sabres, they are thinking maybe to add another goaltender, like they some conversation about Damco, but I think they are looking in. I think they will keep Levi and try to give Portillo. I'm a little bit my reserve now with Portillo after I make some search the last couple of days. Eric Portillo, guys, is a goaltender, a big guy, a big goaltender. He did not have any contract right now with the Buffalo Sabres, so he's going to be out of the NCAA with Michigan, Wolverine, and he don't have a great year this season. Yeah, but only at .900 something, and compared from last year, and he played with two solid hockey teams. Like the Michigan last season was unbelievable, and this year it is. So the number last year was better because the team was better. Now the team is not great, and he's not looking good too. So I will be my reserve about Portillo. No, he's only 22 years old. Everything could happen with him, but not like I was expected from what we are. Again, you never know what he can run, but if I want to give you a little bit information about him, that's the way I see that for about this goaltender Portillo. Dan Asham is in the house. Zev Lakav knocked the door. Welcome aboard. And that's what we got so far in NHL. Everybody have their comments here. We have a couple of conversations we can start right away, guys. First of all, let's talk let's talk at the trade deadline. Honestly, a trade deadline, like you said, Zev, it's a March 3rd, so we have less of one month before the trade deadline. We have a lot of people talk about who's going to happen with the Montreal Canadiens. Who do you think can trade, and what happened about this one over there? Not this one, maybe this one over there. So, how many trade do you expect? This was one of my questions at my every day. I ask this on the channel. How many trade do you think the Montreal Canadiens are going to do? Which player do you think is going to be traded, and what do you get in return? This is the three question I ask you. If you have any question answer about this, we have any question you want to talk about, okay, it's time. I'm here right now for 90 minutes. I give it to you. We have a Frenchy quiz at the end about the All-Star game and other question. But if you want to ask question now in any direction, we're going to fly this left and right until 9:30 or 9:40. Then we're going to do the exercise we want to accomplish all together about the Groundhog Day 2023 and NHL. So Montreal Canadiens, guys, will be a problem. Is this happening right now? Is the injuries, right? And after talk about 4 trade for Montreal Canadiens from the French for a little bit. I found out that boring, but no value to the league. It's just so old now. We talk about the All-Star game. Let's dive in about this 1 minute, guys, about the All-Star game. Yes, maybe is boring for the fans. We know that, but this guy is it's entertaining. This All-Star game, guys, is about the kids. This and All-Star game, guy, is about the sponsorship. This All-Star game, guy, is about the family for the players. This all one ABC. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, it's all about the kids. It's about family, kids to watch the game and to participate over there. The sponsorship, guys, everybody fly over there. And that's the relationship you create between the sponsorship, NHL, and what they got. And thirdly, it's about the player with the family. At some point, they ask a little bit more free time for the family. And that's what will happen as maybe the next 3 years. Possibility they have only 5 locations, Tampa Bay, Florida, Toronto, or Montreal. They're going to alternate. And then you're going to add Vegas, and then maybe 1 location in South Florida and South and California. That's it. That's all. That's what you're going to create about this one there. Now, I'm not talking about the contest. I'm not talking about the format. I'm just telling you how this work at the All-Star game. It's just normal. It's just normal. Who was the Pro Bowl? The Pro Bowl in NFL. Nobody watched it. You got at the All-Star game baseball. The Derby home run is great, but the game, nothing great over there. So this is the reason about this. So you don't have to be, like, we don't have to go like, oh no, it's okay. The NHL are happy about that because it's targeting what they want to targeting. And they want to create marketing with this kid, everything like that. And that's about this. Anything else? The format, it could be changed to improve. But I think for them, it's really how they can appeal more players to come to the All-Star game. I have my own format where I believe they should not represent the 32 teams. See, if a player from Anaheim does not deserve to be at the All-Star game, but you don't bring him. If a guy from Columbus is not deserved to be at the All-Star game, don't bring him. And maybe a tournament during that All-Star game, like they do with format Pacific and Central, whatever it is, they could use the countries. So a 3 versus 3 format with countries. So all the best players from Czechia, Germany, Canada, and you do that way over there. And I think that would be a little bit more, not more specific, but maybe more fun for the format. You have no great, perfect format. It is what it is at the end of the day, but that's happening about that one over there. Let's go back on the chat. I see this flying a little bit quick. Gary, Conway 5. Nicolas de Gobi Bono, welcome back in the house. Zep set up the trade coach. I see more at the draft this summer. 3, 4, 5 we got so far. Where Fallout boy is not a kid band. Nico, on va enchanter les mauvaises de Bergeron bientôt. Jean-Franc said they shut down the All-Star game to help ownership to go down for it. Only one first round pick and return for Emerson. Not sure Anderson returned at first. Only a one first round pick. I'm not sure about this. I think Hughes will trade Anderson, Emerson, and Monahan or Savard Hoffman, maybe packing a few prospects. Anderson and Manson and Manahan or Savard Hoffman. I don't think so. Hoffman will be traded. He still have a $4.5 million. So Hoffman, you have to delete him. I don't think so. Savard will be traded. Is a right defenseman, and they don't have enough right defensemen, and they're losing a veteran over there. Edmondson is all about the injury. Can he be ready? And he's not going to get a first round pick and maybe not a second round pick because of problem with the back. So I feel with a contract he has, possibility to keep him for one more year. They will try to make it like Zeph said or someone said, maybe you're going to trade him during the off summer, during the summer, but you cannot get a lot in return. Monahan, is it Sean Monahan play hockey right now? We don't know. We don't know what Sean Monahan is going to be next week. I can wait to see that news. I predict he have some other problem, but and you guys, you thinking he just put him on the set on the storage to he's already trade or he's protect him about that. I don't feel that way, but it will be interesting to see that. Josh Anderson is a big piece of the puzzle there. The only way they can trade Josh Anderson, they get 3 pieces of the in return. Not only a first round pick, they need 3 in return. And I think the Devils are in the race for him. But I can see other team because the Devils are really targeting right now Timo Meyer. But it will be very interesting how they're going to go to another one over there. I will say in French. I say I throw and the balance the trade. I don't know. I have 3 points yesterday. It was Friday night, something like that. Well, Mr. Pierre Martin is in the house. Welcome back in the house. Player is not engaged in Macau in Florida as MDC. The kid benefit is just meet with the public and signature contract. But honestly, I would disagree with you. It's all about the kids. That's what it's about. It's all about the sponsorship. All the media go there. The TV, they have a great time. And everybody have a great time. The player have a great time over there. At the point, the player said, we would like to have more hours to have a time to take a benefit of the beach and everything like that. That's happening about this. And that's the reason why now they attract some location like this to bring low people. Now, the contest, the entertaining about how they try to create a one goal, everything like that. So we can go to other way. I don't talk about the game or the format. I'm just talking about what they're targeting and what they're looking for and what the result. And that's coming from many experts does writing or podcast, everything like that. They always said, this is about the family, the kids, and the sponsorship. That's what you do. And then they try to create an event with that. What could not work? It is what it is. If it was fun when they draft a team about it, I'm going to be busy. They should have the player stick on the middle and the captain big stick. I agree with you. And up top is turn me off hockey. Really, it's not real hockey. I don't said again. The game is excited. I don't said this is for the people watching the TV. I just said the people go at the game. They go outside like you go to Super Bowl. But I've been there one time, and from Wednesday night to Sunday afternoon before the game start, you have all this thing happening on the street around the stadium, and that's happening about this. So why do you do that? But they do this for sponsorship. They create some kind of relationship with a sponsorship. They invite new people to try to go to the game and to try to have an agreement, everything like that. They have other thing outside behind the game happening around the NHL. and all the GM go over there, and the player go over there. It's a great place menu for the people involved with NHL. Whatever we don't like it as the fans, it's okay. You don't have to watch it. That's nothing. It's nothing there. That's okay. They don't try to create that All-Star game to have 1 million people watching the game. It's not a focusing on that. Yeah, remember I will say it again. They're focusing for entertaining the kids and the family, and again the sponsorship. And they create a menu like that. That's it. That's all. It's always been there. All-Star game before, and it's nothing changed before in the past. It's just where we at right now, and it's not easy to create those kind of entertaining like this, like on the contest, the skill contest, everything like that. Some skill I think is fun. Some skill is just not right, but it is what it is. First round trip for Montreal, ça va to Toronto, and ready for all and Mathieu Knight. No, you're not going to see that, Andrew, about this one over there. David Savard does not deserve to have Mathieu Knight involved about this one over there. I'll be shocked. Only way they can trade Mathieu Knight is if he's straight to Czech run. Otherwise, he's not going nowhere. They expect him to be a part of the playoff. It's coming this year. I could be wrong here, but it would be interesting. Flame and Tux. I don't see Savard right now. Maybe 1 or 2 years. The All-Star game would be more interesting if you run all the players. And a sport fan guess what they offer. They would have some interest about this. Question: do you think the Jets should go after Jonathan Taves? I think you talk about Jonathan Taves. Yes, if you can get him for a 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick, I think they should. That would bring again another depth player they don't have. That's what I said to you guys in the beginning. The Winnipeg Jets are going to fall apart because they don't have depth on the bottom 6. That's going happening about this. And I said they don't make the playoff. They don't make the playoff. If they go in the playoff, I don't see them what they have right now with the no depth on the bottom. And again, Morgan Byron, and it's not good enough over there. Sam Gagner is, Sam Gagner guys in playoff. Is this the guy who's going to get physical at the game? No. You have Adam Lowry on the bottom there. I know you have Finland players, Velaninen, but again, it's not good enough for the Winnipeg Jets. They need to add more. Veterans like Jonathan Taves, I think would be a great asset. I think they need a defenseman over there at the Winnipeg Jets. I think it would be great. Cake is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live show. Demon from San Jose to the Devils. That would be great. But that's the rumors going on, and I just mentioned this earlier about this. I think the Devils going to make a big splash. You have some connection there, right? Switzerland, country, and Nico, and Timo. I think there'll be a good thing about that. The key behind that is, okay, how we can get Timo over there, and then what we do with Jesper Bratt contract after that, and who they send back over there. They have prospect, everything. New Jersey Devils have everything to get Timo Meier. And maybe this will helping them at the end. He's another excellent hockey player in NHL. Now, I don't know what they're looking for. I think the Devils will be ready to trade their 1st-round pick 2023. They will maybe add another player inside the lineup prospect they have already. I don't know which one, you know what I mean? But a defenseman plus a defenseman, a prospect. I don't know. Like, can they trade Alexander Olds with a 1st-round pick 2023 and another prospect? I think if they are willing to trade the Russian kid with Alexander Olds and 1st-round pick, that's a lot. It's 3 first. It's 3. It could be Chase Tillman example with Malatubulin, the Russian kid, and the 1st-round pick. I think that would be a great offer over there. But my chance to put him is over there for sure. Flame and Blue on top. Carolina should try to get... problem with Carolina, guys, they are not a big target team usually at the trade deadline. They get the player on the second level or the third level. What I said that they don't get the first top best 5 players on the board. They go like last year they get Max Domi for almost nothing, and they're going to add possibly at least they get someone they sign him. But I don't think so. Timo Meyer go over there. I would be surprised. Coach, there are no one on the stand. It was empty again, guy. Again, it's not a matter. It's full and not full. All right, it's about what happening before the game. It's before on the at the beach. I follow the Dell and Miami, and it's good over there. It's just about this. Do you think like Mitch Marner did not go out Friday night, Saturday night, right? The players right now don't play until Thursday this week. What do you think? They will stay there for a couple more days over there. And again, they're targeting guys, not the viewers. They're targeting the sponsorship. And to be sure the player have a great time. And then the kids before the game, everything like that. Again, I'm just repeat me what they said, the expert from NHL. From Elliot Freeman, from Frank Saravelli, from Pierre Lebrun, from Renaud Lavoie. I can go all the way. That's what they talk about. What's the target about this? Why the NHL does All-Star game? What they're looking for? That's what they do. That's just, it is what this should not just be about the kid. It should be about every hockey fan, and that's why it's falling. All right. So, who watched the Pro Bowl? And this chat went out. Who watched the Pro Bowl football? NFL. Do you watch the game from the beginning to the end? Who watched the baseball game, All-Star game? From the beginning to the end. Who watched the NBA All-Star game when it's 165 for 140? It's just, you have no format, you have nothing. It's just every sport struggle with the All-Star game. That's simple. Or they could do, you know what? We don't have no hockey this weekend, and let the player go left and right for about 1 week and come back after that. That we can do that, and nobody happenings on the weekend, and you shut down the hockey for 1 week. So that would be a good week for them. Yeah, because they want this. Yes, because they want the players to have the times on the season. They have a negotiation, and they want the CBA, NBA, the player have at least 1 week off during the season. It's like at the school, they have a break week, school. Same thing with hockey. So what they can do, we're going to please the fans. So you know what? We're going to remove the All-Star game. We're going to take off everything or shut down hockey for 1 week and restart after that. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, but again, as just said me, if you don't like it, just not watch it. That's it. That's all. Not big deal. Some people like it. Some people watch it. Some people love the contest, targeting the shot and 4 corners with 2 players at the same time. I think it was great. Some people love the shot on the surf and the person fall in the water. And some people like the golf when they play golf. If you do that, they try things. Nothing wrong to try things, and they can reevaluate after that. So you know what, this will not be good. This is good. What is not good. It's just like this. They try right now the board with visual commercial board right now. Is it good enough? Some people like it. Some people don't care. And they do like this. They have a chip right now inside of the pants of the players. They have a chip in the stomach of the players. They have a chip now in the puck now. I'll not be surprised when they have a chip in the stick because they want data. It will work or not. They try to do things. For me, it's okay. I just decide not watch it. Not big deal. It's not like, oh my God, NHL is not good or NHL. No, just let it go and that's it. You just watch movie, go out, do something else. And nothing wrong with that part over there. Just for me, it's for me personal. It's okay. It's just a choice. Should try to get the rumor about this. Correct one. The Batman, the All-Star game weekend should not just for the kids. It should be about every hockey fans. That's what is falling. Again, they don't fall about this. Never have this there. Have it. That's where people show up. Never have that one. They ship. I watched for 2:39. I turned it off to boring. There we go. That's the game. What do you think of the different events for the All Star Game weekend? I didn't watch a lot then. I like, I have a lot of people text to me. So I went to this, and you know, they enjoy it. Yeah, I love it. They did not go at the game because the ticket was about $120 to $250 per ticket. That's the reason they did not go there. But they went to the contest. They went to the celebrity players. They want to met the players. Sidney Crosby practiced at West Palm Beach. My friend sent me a picture with Sidney Crosby. But this is all about. But have your viewers sit in Toronto watching the game? This is boring. But if my friend he'd be live with me right now, he said, this was amazing. My son, 9 years old, took a picture with Sidney Crosby. I don't know. That's another way I see this. It's friendly. Target the kids, provide the opportunity to meet with their star in person, much more memorable opportunity, greater sell and merchandise. So it's all great about this. You're absolute about this, not for the true hockey fan. You're absolute Zeph about it. Have you noticed over the last 50 years, player used to be honored to be on the team. Now it's only affect their contract, money. About this one there, about this, and the money is a big part of this. Too many team Friday night should be the NHL night. 12 game is crazy. Friday have so game very few. This is because the TV Pierre Martin. So why I no game the Friday night, guys, is because all the TV. If you look about this, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The Wednesday night is about the TNT Sport. As Sportnet want to control the game the Saturday. The Friday night, it's friend location arena ring have some kind of menus right there. They cannot play. The team like Montreal doesn't want to play Friday night. They want to play Saturday night. Buffalo is a one team play Friday night. The Washington Capitals is another team play Friday night. So there are not many teams play the Friday night. They prefer play Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. So they request to play 13, 14 game. And then they have to be careful with the back-to-back game. And usually it's a 3 game to 4 night, Thursday night to Sunday. So that when I learned from this, they will tell to me the Friday night is the night they want the team does not play a lot. And they use this as a day off, and then they can play Saturday, Sunday. Again, right or wrong, I don't know. I'm just mentioning what happening about this one over there. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. Danny T next the door. Both of that contract is a lot of the players who have through goal season and 9 years, 30 goal season in 9 years. Great point about this one over there. Gary, you pay for the past performance, not necessarily the future. After that, coach, I would be very nervous about seeing Dubois. He's too inconsistent and might cost out his big contract like Drouin. About this one or that. And Rabinov is a great comments. I would say this about Pierre-Luc Dubois, like a Bo Horvat and Tate Thompson and Troy Terry and a player guy is first time accomplished will be the number. So they go from 23 goal, go to 35 goal. They go 60 point average to go to 83 point. It's great. But don't sign him right away. Let him repeat again. If he repeat the number, like Tate Thompson, he repeat the number. He has 68 point last year in 78 game. He has went out 68 point and 48 game. But this done deal. That's the same thing with Pierre-Luc Dubois. Have to wait. And don't trade for anything in return. Just wait on UFA. Let's see happening that about he go over the number of your targeting. It's $8 million. He want more. Let him go. Let him go. Don't sign him. About this coach, did you not watch the other sport all-star game? No, it's full about this. Zev Lacav. Yeah. So if you go to the All-Star game baseball, a ticket is about $20 to $30, $40 at the All-Star game. You're not going to pay Zev a ticket about $200 at $300 for All-Star game. That's happening about this one over there. The game start tomorrow. Run, yep, 6 game on this about this. To Florida, that coach come on, stupid fan base. And Florida.co.com. I would have said a stupid fan base because I've been to Florida and I lived there 7 years. So if you said stupid fan base, I'm one of them. That's okay. I respect you, Pierre. No problem with that part over there. But I see the growth of hockey in Florida. When I was there, you have only 3 rink in Florida. You have 7 in Florida. Kevin Brentley is going to be draft first round pick possible in 2023 NHL. Born in South Florida. Jacob Chikron, born in Florida. The hockey is popular in Florida like never been before because the Florida Panthers, with what they did for over 25 years, made the hockey in Florida better. He made the USA team hockey better. He make it popular better. I will turn to you guys in Canada. How many players play now in NHL? What's the hockey in Quebec? Which player in Quebec now is really good in NHL? How many players are drafted in NHL coming from Montreal, from the province of Quebec? This is the sport number 1 in Quebec. So before we trade the people stupid fan base in Florida and Arizona and Texas and Tennessee, but maybe we should look more in Carolina. We maybe should a little bit more. How many teams they have, how many kids play hockey, and what they built for the last 20 years in Florida and Tennessee and Carolina, and why a kid born in Arizona is drafted first overall pick. Why a kid in Florida, born in Florida, learned to play hockey in Florida, he become a first round pick in NHL. Why a born in California, learned to play under the Los Angeles Kings youth hockey program, and now play in NHL. So before we trade the people stupid and Florida, and the people are not, maybe not, it's the first sport. It's maybe the football, the first sport. Maybe the baseball is the second sport. Maybe the football, it's maybe the soccer, the third sport. Maybe they want to play golf before. At some point, the hockey is there. And to play hockey in Florida, guy, is $10,000, $20,000 per year. One in Quebec is maybe $22,000. So for me, I'm sorry, but when you trade the people stupid, I'm one of them. But I respect your point of view. I respect how you think, and that's not a problem for me. But I think any area in the world play hockey, whatever you have people understand or not, you have to understand. Florida is a tourist location. Arizona is a tourist location. Hockey is maybe there are 6, 7 things behind everything else. To pay a 1 hour ice in Florida is $550 per hour. $550. You can have the same ice for 1 hour for $160 in Montreal. So the kids are not advantaged to play in hockey in Florida. You have a private coach is about $100 to $150 per hour. It is what it is. But when the Florida Panthers win, it's packed in the house. It's 13, 14, 15,000 per desk. I don't know. That's my point of view about this one over there. Let's move on. I will let be rich. He was rated by Johnny Golden. Have an excuse on the left defenseman. The system used on the easily add. Have an excuse on the left defenseman. Can easily add the less person any trait. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Johnny, about this. They can trade maybe Madison, Edmondson, Jordan Harris. That would be the 3+. First, I will keep Jekai. I will keep, of course, Lane Hudson. That's my 1-2 punch over there for sure at the beginning. And Caden Coley, play on the right, but play on the left. So they are the 3+ right there. You keep them. The Jekai, the Coley, and the Lane Hudson. And then you can add a veteran like Madison or Edmondson. So Edmondson is really the extra players. The problem with Edmondson is a lower back. How he can deal about this, and the team are worried about his lower back. But again, he could be traded at the deadline. I don't know his condition. I don't know he's coming back to play this week or next weekend. We don't know. I didn't hear anything about this one over there. The All-Star game should always be on the north where the kids play hockey outside. That's a fan base. All right. Coach Instant, the All-Star game. I would love to see again the All-Star from 70, 80, 90s. That will be interesting to watch. By the way, maybe you don't see this, but I got the news. The alumni NHL was played it's only weekend. I'm talking about Kasparetzis play, Chikron Dad play, the Peter Worrell play. They had that kind of game. You talk about Rabinov. It's not on the TV, but it was play about this. That's what I did. Turn it off, and now we can talk about something. But All-Star game. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. The blind led by blending Batman. I agree with you. And then Batman is very smart man for dollars. He said, when MX, the owner, say, I'm sorry about this. The Suzuki won the golf about this. She's 9:44 right now. We don't start yet. About this, Nick Suzuki guys won the golf. Birthday, maybe play better golf. We'll see. And then they won the tournament All-Star game. The Atlantic Division win yesterday with Kachuk and Dylan Larkin about this. Will be forgot, Zev. There are plenty of smart men. I gave someone else the helm. I want to take a picture with Sidney Crosby. I get a cup. See, I love Sidney Crosby. He has made the lake bigger. And Richard, why we use when she's not an nurse? Agree with you. Nicola, no, Nat Lafont in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to mention to you, it was the birthday. We're not going to sing, but we want to wish everybody a happy birthday to Nat Belate. She was her birthday like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We cannot remember Nat, but happy birthday for the Hockey Nation Live show. Lou signed Orvat to 8 years. Now he said the contract is too long and too much money. OMG, that's hilarious. And then who care about the viewership and fans, Zeph. Je lui ai dit que Sepiendo va changer tout. Les mauvais champs de Bergeron. Larry would not be great at watching Gretzky Lemieux as Zamil Lance up again. And Rabnov, yeah, absolutely about this. So you have been on the stream lately. Rick Kane is in the house. Welcome back, Rick. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live show again tonight. I'm still sorry for the long bin. Not a problem. We always welcome back, everybody. Let's make the mask does not have really. And then we're going to go there. People said that. Said it was not 25. Okay, is getting popular in China too. Why not to have an all-star in China? About this. Look, remove the snowbird from Florida and hockey die. Look, la façon. 50% of the nation Canadian, that's why population 360 million versus $50 million. 50 millions. About this. Alan Barnes knocked the door. Welcome aboard. Love you, coach. Not stupid people. Stupid market, not the people. Yep. I think you nailed it. Stupid market about this. Coach, yeah, 30 million people in Florida. It's all the Canada. It's $36 million. Yeah, I understand that part of there. The last person from Quebec was Mario Lemieux. Hey, Danny, I don't mind. It's stupid. I've been hearing that for 30 years. Been absent. About this one. There's nothing wrong yet. It's just repeat about this culture. Please accuse me for me on that. The market. Yeah, I got it. Pierre Martin, not a problem. It's not that nice. I will remain here for the rest of my life. A true blood ab fans. William Asnader knocked the door. Welcome aboard. Wait to West Fam in Canada. Remind. Of course, that can push Canada aside for the bigger party. Everything like that. Great to hear everybody. About this Sunday Nat Jose Duarte knocked the door. Welcome back. Do you think that she can't be traded? It could, Jose, trade to the late check run. I'm not sure what kind he can return. If Toronto want to give them a first round pick, Matthew Nice, and they have to give 3 of them, at least 4. So maybe a second round pick with that part over there. But that would be a great addition for the Toronto Maple Leafs to get him for sure. It just depends if they have enough depth about this. But we'll be interested how this is going to turn around. Yes, sir. All right, guys, it's 9:51. We are behind everything on that. So I have a couple of things to do. I appreciate for your chat, but I'm going to move here. First of all, the Washington Capitals signed Sonny Milano, UFA during the summer. He had an amazing, great year last year with Anaheim Ducks, but he never reached his full potential. Sonny Milano, if I remember, he was drafted by the Columbus Blue Jackets, 16th overall pick. But he had a good year so far. He never had more a 31 point or 32 point in NHL, and he got a $1.9 million AAV for the next 3 years. So. Bring some depth, some kind of scorer. He have 8 goals, I believe, this season for Milano. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is of course Dylan Strome. Another bad trade for the Chicago Blackhawks. It's not a trade. It's funny when you get trade, you get pick third overall pick. I feel like you don't have a great career in NHL. He was drafted third overall pick, strong for the Chicago Blackhawks. Never reached his full potential. Chicago just let him go. And he have a good year so far with the Washington Capitals. And the team gave him $5 to $5 million AAV. This is a very big problem, this. And I've talked about this last week, and I'm looking right now to make a template for you guys the next couple of days. So put money on each position. With the numbers Strome has, he never had 50 points. He's a bubble player between the third line and the second line. I don't see him a consistency second top center in NHL. That's a lot of money to do that. If your second center cannot reach you 50 points, 60 points per year at the basic consistency year after year, and you give him $5 million and you don't reach those numbers, you're in trouble. And I think that Dylan Strome, for me, is not that kind of player at $5 million. I could be wrong. He is still 26 years old, by the way. But again, he's going to be a great, we'll see interesting what he gets. Just give you an idea, guys, what he has. He played 52 games this season. He has 25 points. I think a mistake. It's 35 points, 34 points. I don't know why I did not change this. He has 325 games in the NHL, only 206 points, guys. So it'll be really interesting how he's going to be. But I think for me, that's too much money for him. My next player is Bo Horvat, signed finally. Everybody was like, oh my God, he didn't sign contract, he never returned over there. The key behind this guy, the New York Islanders, and I mentioned this last week, they have already 5 or 6 players signed with Islanders under the company agent New Sport. So when Horvat is represented by the same company, I was not worried about him to get signed. Is a guy at $8.5 million. The time will tell us, guy, if it's going to be a good contract or a bad contract. But we have 39 games so far, 49 games so far, 54 points, 31 goals. This is his biggest season during his career. He has 621 games. He has 420 points. Again, you get a player with play on the special team, a leader, captain. You bring a lot around him. That was the money I was expecting he's going to get. The key behind you and me is this for him. Can he repeat again? Can he do it another season, 35 goal next year? With the Islanders. With the Islanders. We know Islanders are not a great team on the execution about that one over there. So it'll be interesting how they're going to produce over there. We have a few people in the house. I would try to hold on. I would try to get. Let's talk about important stuff. I will get to the app jersey to replace them with the border blue. Coach, what is your prediction? Jim Fawcett, welcome aboard. Thanks for being with our Canadian Live Show. I don't know what kind of prediction you're asking me to do. If you tell me, it'll be great. I would trade Pesada, Edmondson, Hoffman, Monahan, Devarag, Devanov, Drouin, everything like that, Gary. I think Pesada, no big deal. Edmondson, problem with injury. Hoffman, you're not going nowhere. I don't think so. Monahan, injury, we don't know yet. He would try. Devarag, I don't think so. They go nowhere. And then that enough, it won't go to be gave away anyway. So all the player I would set on your list, Hoffman, Devarag, I don't think so. They go nowhere. But would be interesting. Don't forget, you have any question to put this there. Logan Mayo did the Michigan yesterday. Hattie is on the call. Do you know? Logan can speak French. That's cool. Respect for the organization and defense. You're absolutely right. This, Ellen, that's one of my news of the day. It's going to be live on my next video I'm going to create tonight about this. Thanks so much about this. Let's go back to the forum. A better luck. Introduction how make up under the ball center. And then on the bring up a good question, coach. Who is the captain of the Islanders? On that break. Salut in our tap, de médecin. I'm pleased with pleasure, Pierre, about this. Willie, are you asking us who is the captain of the New York Islanders or not, Willie? About this. Anyway, guys, Metropolitan Groundhog Day. How this work, guys? So I'm going to ask you one players for each team. They could be add more for the traded line is an X player. So example, the Carolina Hurricanes, right? So what we're looking for on the growth, how this work for this exercise, guys. You have to remember one player was the Carolina Hurricanes, and he can be back with them to play for the rest of the season. This is just an exercise. So if you remember one specific player play for the Carolina Hurricane, like Annie Finn for Calgary Flame, do you think Annie Finn could help the Carolina Hurricane? So what I did, I select one player per team. You have to tell me who could be on that team. If you think it's a goaltender, we know Carolina is maybe looking for maybe depth, maybe looking for forward, everything like that. So if you remember who was straight for the Calgary Flame at the Carolina Hurricane and now play still in NHL, what it will be. So if you want to see that, guys, I will give you an example. The first team is Carolina. The first team is Adam Fox. So Adam Fox was traded for Carolina to New York Rangers. He still play in NHL, and he could return to Carolina. This is the Groundhog Day of the Hockey National Show tonight. We're going to go through this very quick on each team. So I'm telling you the team. You try to tell me if you remember. So I try to teaching you maybe more knows players, and maybe you can, oh yeah, remember the Lessons is King have this players. I want him to, I remember. So that's what I want to do. So be quick. We will be there for 30 minutes, but I will try to do this very quickly, 30 seconds per team, and the chat you gave me about this one over there. So if you want to see the next team, the New Jersey Devils, which player do you remember play for the New Jersey Devils, got traded somewhere, and now you would like the team call him back to play for the rest of the season at the trade deadline? Which players was with them and you think it was trade? Example, Ty Smith last season. Vanecek, the goaltender for the Devils. You can go a little bit long, wait a little bit more, right? Other defensemen, it could be. Anybody want to know about the Devils? I will say to you guys, the Devils, it was Doug again. Gary said Doug Hamilton for Carolina possible, but the New Jersey Devils guy would love to have back Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall played 3 years for the New Jersey Devils, have an MVP at that one of those 3 years he played with the Devils. I don't know a squad about this, Pierre. Not a problem. The New York Rangers, guys. Which player do you think the New York Rangers could get in NHL? Niedermeyer. So, Willie, what are we looking for is the players is still in NHL. That's a great point to talk about Niedermeyer. But we try to bring you guys players play in NHL right now. So, great. It was Taylor Hall. The New York Rangers. Which New York Rangers got traded in NHL and now you would like to get in return? It could be anyone over there, but then love it. Adam and Ricky. Whoa, that's a good point with that. That's a great point, Adam and Ricky, Gary, about this. About that. The New York Rangers guy, I will call you one here. Pavel Puchnevich. Pavel Puchnevich was great to have him. He was trade for the St. Louis Blues against Sammy Blair. What a bad trade for the New York Rangers. They got down over there. The Pittsburgh Penguins, guys. I'm going to go quickly for you guys if they can recall it. If you can talk about this, it would be great. So once you go a little bit faster. The Pittsburgh Penguins, guys, it's Jared McCann. McCann, it was funny because the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Pittsburgh Penguins returned Kapanen to the Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh sent Jared McCann. And then the Toronto Maple Leafs have a choice to keep for expansion draft for the Seattle Kraken. It would be McCann or Kerfoot. and they keep Kerfoot and they let go McCann. The history you know about McCann scored 20 goals per year now, but it would be a great player for the Pittsburgh to come back. Matt Murray is a great one over there, Melissa. That's a great one to see that. Matt Murray is one of them. Could be returned about this. Jeff Petrie for Pittsburgh, for the Montreal Canadiens in return. The Washington Capitals, I think Andrei Burakovsky is a great asset for the Washington. Can they call back Vrana? Example for the Detroit when they trade for Anthony Manta. I think that would be one player you can maybe remember about this. Can they recall Brent Oldby? I don't think so. Oldby play anymore in NHL. But I would say that débarrasse the time, Randy. Calgary cannot afford to miss a playoff, but I will see your point of view about this. Miss it right and almost over. It will be see the shadow, maybe 1 minute more weeks. The New calendars, guys. The new calendar is really interesting about this. Derek Stephen, about Gary, talk about Derek Stephen for the. Yeah, the strike defense was with the New York Rangers about this. The New York Islanders guy, we have to go with Devon Taves. I think Taves was a great asset for the New York Islanders. Could trade for Colorado Avalanche for what? 2 second overall, 2 second pick, round pick for the Colorado, twice of them, and that's what the New York Islanders got trade for Taves. John Marino for the Pittsburgh Penguins, great one over there. Minnesota, Philadelphia Pacific Cap heard them. Great point about this is one of them. For that, not sick as right. Just what you're telling me. Philadelphia Flyers guy, Claude Giroux. I think Claude Giroux was a big asset for the Philadelphia Flyers to get that. You have other players you can talk about this for the Flyers, but I think Giroux is really the one we can talk. Finally, for the Golden Blue Jacket guys, we have to go with the goaltender. I think they don't have no goaltender very good. The Corpusalo. I think Sergei Bobrovsky could be one of them. You can talk about Zeb Jones. You can talk about Pierre Dubois, 3 players. You can talk about Artemi Panarin. That's another big player was for the Columbus Blue Jacket. You can talk about Cam Atkinson for the Blue Jacket. Could be another one of them for that one. So that was one thing like my situation. I would say that I would become a third party for a team. Hughes will make a trade for help. So that's conclude, guys, the Metropolitans. During the week, we're going to do different divisions. We'll be back about those divisions during the week. So we just want to do one division per night about this one. We're going to go around the league, guys, to have a couple of news for the NHL. A little bit later, guys, and then talk about this. The Montreal Canadiens prospect, Logan Mailloux, guys, Friday night. He did an amazing, great Michigan. He scored 3 goals for a hat trick, and he scored 1 goal, 1 assist the night before, the night after, I can remember. So he finished the weekend, got with 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 assists, 1 assist, 5.2 game. Logan Mailloux, guys, he has everything to be a great hockey player. He have a size, he have a power on the strength, on his shot, but, and I will get again, but. It's how he's going to develop his backwards and his edge work and his defensive zone coverage. That's what we don't know. Can he become a third pairing defenseman? If he can do that, it will be a great, because on the power play you have a rocket. The guy can shoot the puck like hard, everything like that. He's still missing a lot of time in hockey. So I think when you be done the following year in the OHL, but he's turned 20. He can be 1 more year in OHL. We can jump in a Laval Rocket, and it would take him 2 years before. He's about 2-3 years before he reached the Montreal Canadiens. But again, this is could become a great potential for the Montreal Canadiens. He proved it. He dominated with the London Knights, and we'll see what happens with him. He need reps. He need time. He need to play more. He need to be on the ice more of the time. So it'll be interesting how he's going to do it the next couple of months. The next player, guys, for me, every day, every week, every month, since October, this kid is amazing. Lane Hudson. He's right now the best defenseman, guys, in NCAA. He's 18 years old. Amazing. Like 4 assists Friday night. If you watch this assist guy, the guy he skate, he can turn. Now he's 5'10", he's 162, he's grow, he's still not done yet. The potential of Lane Hudson for me is amazing. we have to give him the top best prospect right now with the Montreal Canadiens. Out of all the prospect does not play right now with the Montreal Canadiens. It's really Lane Hudson. Watch him. Go get on YouTube channel. Tonight I'm going to make the video at Daily News or tomorrow morning. You can watching a short pass of what he did with the puck this weekend. Again, it's another great about this. About that, I would become third round party. And at that, yep, I see him pulling another one who will have cap space to help other team as long as the app help us more. Yep, so right about this. I think if you talk about Montreal Canadiens trade for the next couple of weeks, I think they could become a third team to remaining. I think they can, with all the long-term injury reserve they can get, I think they can reach about $9 million at the March 3rd, between 6 to 9. So they can have 2-3 trade where they can get a second round pick or a B prospect or A prospect who depend the trade. And I think that will be the goals down the direction they're going to do. The injury, money, and everybody else, and they're going to get there. So there was a pick. The great is what we could get for money. Hudson and Mayu on the power play could be very, talk about a power play with them. I think you add a really good thing about, hey, coach, it's been a while. Remember, my wish was to the app to finish at the bottom 5. So far, so good. Steven Parkin, welcome back. We're still behind. We are still behind for 5. I make a video last week about the Montreal Canadiens, how many games they have, 31 games. The Panthers 30. I talk about the San Jose Sharks, the Vancouver. The key to fall 5 is to be sure San Jose pass us. We play 1 game against them, but they only play 3 games against the bottom. That's my only concern about San Jose Sharks. I don't think so Arizona or Chicago, Columbus, Anaheim can reach the Montreal Canadiens, but the 2 teams have to pass the Montreal. It's Vancouver, where I believe they're going to do it. They have a really easy schedule. And then the San Jose Sharks. But great points. Coach, leave it to Adam Nicola to adjust his skating. Yep. Absolutely right. Like I said, if they can't figure out if this will be great, how many minutes does Logan Mayo play per game? He play about 8. It's funny because you don't have those kind of stats on different things, but you talk about 18 to 20 minutes per game. He play on the top 4 over there, London Knight. They have a couple of great defensemen over there. Mayu is the beast. I agree with you. Are going to have to make our decision and the few so defense. You're absolutely right. This is a good problem, Steven, about this one over there. So at the end of the day, you never have enough. You better to have better and not enough. If you're getting prop and only 19, look at Fassin. Then Nicola will drive Mayu for what is lacking. Only another Randy, I heard that Flame are shopping for Jacob Pelletier, top 6 potential, but only 5'9". We have too many players. Player Caulfield, Farrell, that's finisher. I would not touch Jacob Pelletier for me. I would not touch Pelletier. I would not touch Dawson Wolf. I would not go that direction. Another one, skating, shooting. Pierre Martin. Joshua, another Drouin, skating, shooting. Jonathan Drouin, I would not say the same thing about Drouin. Drouin is a player on peripheric. Drouin is not a 200 game. I think Joshua Roy is going to be better as a complete player. His key to improve his skating is explosive with a puck is not there. He needs to work on his power skating. But the 200 game, he can play very good on PK. If he can refine or he can get those details of the game to learning to play his game and the game, like Martin said, I think he's going to be a good hockey player. For me, he's going to be better at Jonathan Drouin a long term NHL. Like I said, it was a good one. Bonne nuit, Melissa. Anyone of the top 4 pick we use for the Avs? Yes, for sure. The funny guy is they get 5 or 6. It's not end of the world. We don't know what's happening with Mishkov, first of all. We have to figure out. The second thing, you have a lot of good prospect at 5 and 6. The key is how are they going to go with a right defenseman? How are they going to go with another left winger or another winger? How are they going to targeting only the center? This is a 3 location they have to figure out as number 5, 6, 7 in NHL draft. The name guys is like more I see name of the players. Everybody on the NHL draft mock. I'm going to make a video about this week, but some people put Benson over there, but Benson is a small player. Some people put Edouard Salina. I think Sali should not be 11. Someone put Dave Renbatcher, defenseman, RD, 6'2", from Switzerland. Some people put Will Smith over there. Some people put Dalibor Devoski over there. It's very hard sometimes because the player playing in CHL versus the player play in CA or the player play in Europe is so different, the potential, everything like that. And the situation with KHL, that's complicate the pick. Coach William McClary said Laval tombe the Marlins yesterday. Is it not 7-4? Coley and Harris would be a force. Great look about Coley. I'm still not sure about Harris is going to be a part of the Montreal Canadiens a long term. Again, we are at disadvantage. They want to play in Montreal. We can play in New York where the other team is make more money. Frame. I think the tax is under point of view, Larry, about this. I'm on to Lelou Wolf. But I agree with you. Not have do more 2 more years. Which players, Raphael Couture, welcome aboard. Which player do you think we need to most? We need to most in Montreal. Which player? It's maybe not a player like I don't want to name a specific players, but I think Montreal need at least a goaltender for sure. But all the fact of that position, a right defenseman, top pairing, a right defenseman, where is a top 2. It have to be there. I will not touch too much now a center. Now you can move a center winger for sure, but you need to add a top 6 in the draft. They should get. So I'm not going to get there. A UFA, I will not sign any UFA before 25, 23, 24, 24, 25. I was targeting to take maybe 24, 25, but if not 25, 26 as a UFA. Because we're not a great team yet. And why to spend that money for one specific player would not make that team a short term better. I think I will grow with my prospect over there and grow this way. That would be my point of view about this. Roy may be comparable to Yannick Gourde. I don't see and Roy compete like Yannick Gourde. Yannick Gourde go in the trenches. Yannick Gourde go to the corner. Yannick Gourde with fourth shaker. I don't think it would be the right compare. I'm not saying you're not wrong. I just don't feel Roy like Yannick Gourde. We have to think a little bit more. Not for the year, a smart move, but I will be back healthy, goalie. San Jose have a credit for one pick from Salvador for Jacob Mania. Minor trait right there. Montreal need a right defenseman for sure. The Jefferson. Coley done for the season. Prudal and Rabinov. Who do you see as the number 1 goalie for Montreal in 2 years from now? Then with a reset on the fly would be finisher. Right now, on the next 2 years, Jake Allen is signing a contract for 2 years. Montembeault is signed for 1 more year. They are the only 2 goaltender there. Both of them are not number 1. So they have to go 3 ways. They have to sign 1 as a UFA. They have to trade for 1, or they have to draft 1. That draft guy we're going to pick right now is not going to be ready for 3-4 years. So right now, I don't see any problem for the next 2 years. Like this season, next season. And then Montembeault, I would be interested in what you're going to do with him. And Jake Allen after that. So I think the best way is we have to go with UFA at some point, and you take chance. You know, like Toronto got Samsonov. Carolina got Anderson a couple years ago, and you go that way over there. Quamper just signed with Washington. and you put about $5 million, not more, $6 million, and you hope your backup number two is a solid goaltender, and they split 55, 50, 35 game. And then you hope the ball goaltender can bring you team at that level. About this, we need a defense and a goalie. Interesting at the time is Jacob Many good. Mania is not like a great, players, and it's just that an organization. But we'll see. Even if goalie come back, would be just a test his knee, but he's done for me this season. That's another player, guys. He could return. He could go to Laval Rocket, by the way, if he can play. But we don't know if the Rocket going to make the playoff. What is your impression of Beck coming up? Owen Beck, guys, is for me is a third center in NHL. Could become a bubble center number two, and you go from there. 200 game, great smart hockey player, and sometimes you don't need the speed is good, but you don't have to be too fast if you can anticipate and read the play, and that's what Owen Beck does. Owen Beck play what you see in front of him. When we love to have a player anticipate where to go, how you can battle the puck with your stick, with your skating position, what you turn your body or not in front of the puck, but how you're going to turn around and to be ready when you move up. You're skating are not on the side, but are already forward, in front of you, forward. So Owen Beck is all about smart vision, great quick release. I'm going to make this very big here. I know some of you said, "Oh my God, he's not." Come on, coach. It could become him a Ryan O'Reilly 2.0 in NHL. That's one Obeck. This is the potential I see on him. Now, can he be there? I'm not sure. But if you feel how he can become an NHL, that's the kind of player he can be in NHL. Owen Beck, a Ryan O'Reilly. That'd be amazing. That'd be great. That'd be like, but I don't know if he can that. That's what he can be. Because you have a Riley guy, he play on power play, special team, and he's smart, great on face-off. That's what Mick does in junior and the OHL. But again, we'll see how he's going to develop. But I think I like my compare right now about this. Let's see what we got here. I need to check out Danji of the Quebec Junior as a potential goalie. So I don't know if you. I need to check Dangle and the Quebec Junior potential goalie. So Deg is a goaltender with the Victoriaville. I can remember QM. He's just turned 16. He's maybe one of the top best prospect in QM at long term, and then he will be drafted only in 3 years. So I think he's in draft in 2025. But yeah. So if you talk about assignment, coach, do you like Connor Zachary and to the Abs? Zachary, it took time for him to develop. He played for Team Canada 2 years ago, if I can recall it. Good winger. He can play both sides, both positions. It's another a prospect. I think Montreal could get something, but not like. It's not like a Kirby Doc example, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can get over there. I don't know what Montreal could add more, like what he can benefit for Connor Zachary. That's what my point about him, Randy. But he's a good prospect. He has no one can develop. Monday will sign 2 years or more. He have right now a contract for 2 more years, 1 more year. Franchise goalie are rare. Sorry, Luc Aberton. Pierre Martin Mania is a left defenseman, 6'6", 220, stay-at-home defenseman, strong third pairing, and that need more puzzle on the defense. Gabriel Deg, Victoriaville. Sorry about this. Wow, that's big enough top, but can he play? Not much. I can compare him. Look about him. Lupshinkin, the kid for Buffalo, got traded for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was traded to the Lupishkin, I believe his last name. That kind of player he can be as a third pairing defenseman. Adam, pray for Turkey, 7.8 of that just now. Hello, coach. Welcome aboard, Adam. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Show. Don't forget to click on the likes. Glad to having you aboard. We have a chance. I'll win 30 for a game. Tell me defense need a big improvement. Yep. Coach, Fentany, not a skill as Bedard, but I have a feeling he's built more financial than Bedard. Now, Fentany, guys, a lot of people do not like his Team Canada. Yes, I understand. You have only 7 games. So don't worry about that. Fentany, and say right now, is the most point per game in any player. He's only 18 years old. How good it is. Now, Bedard, I think in NHL is going to be a winger. I think Fentany is going to be a big center. The potential of Fentany for me is a Ren Keslav in NHL. That's what I see in Fentany. Bedard, we know already what he's going to be. It's not going to be Fentany better to Bedard or everything like that. It's not the same level. But Fentany, I think he's going to be a top 3 out of this. I think more I'm thinking about this, some people love Carlson. Some people love Fentany because it's big gen center. And it's all depends on your preference. I think Carlson in NHL can play both, 50-50 for winger and center. Carlson play right now with the man. Shifty, great vision, great hands. It's another Logan Coley Carlson prototype. Less speed, but really smart hockey player about this. We wish the best for the people, like Adam said. Which player from the ad could be sent down and help the Rocket for the playoff at the end of the year? You have many of them, Steven. All the prospects you have in Montreal could return in Laval. I don't say they will do it, but you can send those kind of players like that. So like a Sakoski example, if he's ready to play for the rest of the couple of games in April, it could be a player can return over there. I don't think so. They return Jordan Harris, but Cody could be another prospect and go on that team. And now you have Sean Farrell. He's going to be signed on a 3-level contract in April. Could join Joshua Roy and Riley Kidney did last season. But for the Montreal Canadiens, they are the only player I'm thinking they can return. Of course, RHP can return over there. They can send Pesada. Now you have to go on the waiver. But yeah, great question about this. What is the division of Michigan, Willie? So the Michigan is a guy pick up the puck from behind the goaltender, and they flip the puck on the reverse blade on your forehands, and then he bring the puck between the shoulder and the corner and the crossbar and the post at the same time. He bring the puck right there over here. That's the Michigan. Now, the story about Michigan, but I can go to another way about this. But why they call this the Michigan, we can talk a little bit more about it. I have too many questions here. But that's how you call it the Michigan. About the hopefully maybe other people answer, but that's the best I can do. What I like what Mr. said, he makes he is a young player would play with confidence. Gary, great point about this. And one with 2-way contract for Zeph. Yeah. I see Saddle putting Megan on the second pairing, stay at home defenseman, but no offense. Here's my only problem I would say to you in our tap is McNeil guys, they already have Olishek. The Vince Dunn on the left defenseman, and they have Olishek. And they have Larson to other way. Now they have, for me, maybe because they get him, possibility Salvador could trade Susi at some point. That would be another thing could happen, like a protection in our tap. I think they could go that direction for him. Will he pick up the puck with the stick and slap in the net? Not a shot. To some pairing. Okay. Coach, I saw a recent prospect ranking. They put Andrew Castle at the 3rd overall. No. I know it's hard to follow, guy. You follow like I do about 7-8 people, and the pick draft now. Andrew Crystal guy is a great hockey player. WHL. He's a small one, 5'9". I can recall it. Great hands, scored a lot of goals. Problem is his stride in NHL. Remember, guy one draft Tyler Toffoli. A lot of people did not like Tyler Toffoli is the way he's skating. That was his biggest problem for Tyler Toffoli was not power, and that's Crystal is. He don't have a lot of power for Crystal as players. I don't see him at the top 10, honestly, in our top 20. I would be risk. And you remember a player like not Mathieu Savoie. Because I consider Benson like Mathieu Savoie. Savoie was considered top 4 for many months, and then he dropped after that. Same thing could happen with Benson. But back to Crystal, that's a guy could pick up by between 20 to 32 because his size is skating. But the guy can score. It remind me last year, the pick 24, 26, 27 from WHL. You have a funny name, Fidich or Furich. Geez, I cannot remember. But that's the kind of player I see Crystal about him. But third now in our top, not happen. Everybody answer back about this. The All-Star Montreal, Laval, Atlantic Division, All-Star Division, All-Star. Yeah, you have an All-Star game, American Hockey League, guys, in Laval right now. You can watching this about this. We're almost at the end of the show, guys. We have other subject we can talk about this. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. We appreciate that. NHL news. I just want to sharing with you. We talked about the contract earlier, like Malino, Strom, and Boavat. Zedzina back right now with the Detroit Red Wings, and Zab are activated. They're going to play this week for their own team, Ottawa Senator. About this, NHL knock the door. Don't forget to click on the likes. Here, guys, my NHL trade deadline leaderboard. I have about 30 of them. Just tonight, I will give you 5. Timo Meier. Timo Meier is, you have 2 teams looking for him. One team is honestly the New Jersey Devils. Other team is the Buffalo Sabres. But remember, guys, always a team we don't talk and they can get him. We don't know which one. I don't want to mention one name. Can the Minnesota North Wild can find a way to get Timo Meier? I'm not sure about that. But this is the name right now is on the top leaderboard. But the Devil already the number 1 team can get him. Ryan O'Reilly look like he's not going to resign with the St. Louis Blues. Really interesting. Left winger, center. We know already him. Boston Bruins. I don't know if they can get him. But there will be another team they can look. Chick Run. Now people talk about Toronto Maple Leafs to get him. I don't see Toronto can get what the Arizona can get from Los Angeles Kings. I think the Kings can go with Chick Run. I will surprise you guys right now for Chick Run. The Dallas Star. Watch the Dallas Star. I've just said that. Just watch the Dallas Star. Kavrikov. Toronto is another looking for Kavrikov. Kavrikov requests a first-round pick, a prospect. Good second pairing. I think Kavrikov could take the spot of Marzin easily about this. If you have the Toronto Maple Leafs, you can have Kavrikov over Chick Run, and you don't have to spend too much in return. I think Kavrikov should be the right for the Toronto Maple Leafs about this. Coach, what do you think of the press conference tonight? Say, you think it overpay Bo too much a term does not send a good message to all that. Tonight, say, what? That's Lou Lamoriello. Is the guy who gave the money? Is the guy who signed his contract? So Lou is another one like the old school. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier, you have to be careful. You don't give a lot of money at 26, 27, 28 players when they are not a player constantly get those numbers. You don't know how Bo Horvat can react to next week and next season. The Islanders is a different team, are not on the powerhouse like Elias Pettersson and the power play. Now, can they get those goals in the power play? That will helping Islanders, but are helping his number. That will be interesting how you're going to use with, the New York Islanders. And $8.5 million, guys, as a second center. That's a lot of money. Now, if he become the number one center, it's okay. But when you consider to put him on the second line, and he never passed the 30 goal on the, like if you score 40 goal like Panarin or players like that, year after year, you can be agree with that. But otherwise, yeah, you cannot, like you cannot change about that. We just got a super chat, I believe. Here we go. First of the comeback of the Hockey National Show. Super chat, Larry Lavalley. Thank you. Rivers, chop, chop, chop. Thank you so much, Larry, for your super chat of $10. We really appreciate it. And thank you again about this one over there.
Oh my God!
We really kind of you. You do that to the Hockey Nation Show. I go over my budget this weekend. That's another subject one at a time. Thanks so much, Larry, about this. Very hype, everybody. Cake said, go abs, go. Hype, Larry, everybody. Jeffrey, Coffee knocked the door. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great there. And I appreciate a lot about this. And we have to go to John Klingberg. Klingberg, guy, we don't know what he's going to do. I don't know which team can get him. A right defenseman, $7 million. So you have to be another trade, another team make a trade with Klingberg. I don't know. I don't have no team can get him right now, and my eyes can make them better. Or they're looking for a right defenseman on that level with Klingberg. Willie Snyder, Anders Lee. Coach, you never answered my question. Who is the captain of the Islanders? And I thought just did it. I apologize on that one over there, Willie. But yeah, it's Anders Lee for the New York Islanders. Sorry about that. I don't know if I have something else. The coach goalie problem. We know Damco now is on the target to get traded. So it'll be interesting if the Kings could get him. The Pittsburgh, what are you going to do? The Vegas, what happening? Where Adam was here earlier. The Vegas have money now. What are you going to do? Can they get Tarasenko? I think Tarasenko could be a good asset over there. Can they plug really well to get Patrick Kane? I don't know. Vegas have the money right now to sign or to get a big contract for the rest of the year as a rental. Who? I don't know yet, but there will be a thing like that. Nobody won Klingberg, Pierre Martin. Yes, pretty much what I was thinking over the All-Star joke. Hey, and after that, are you finished getting over the All-Star game? And Lee, William Snyder. Jeffrey cannot yet maybe take him on. Does Ellie try to Cam Talbot? That's a great point here about the Cam Talbot. Talbot is going to be a trade for the for Ottawa Senator. I think that would be a good asset run. But if you think about this, yeah, it makes sense. Now I'm more thinking about, okay, who can be back up quick. And you have two veteran goaltender, and both of them are UFA at the end, quick, and then you send back down co-play. That's no big deal. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Ron. I like that. I really like that for the Kings. The Vegas Golden Knight, I think, will be another one. I will go there if I can. The Buffalo, I think it could be, but I think they are happy with Comrie and Luukkonen and Anderson. And they almost run the three goalies right now over there. Can the Carolina Hurricane trade Ranta at the trade deadline to get a deep players in the bottom six? Or a defenseman? Like, can the Vancouver Canucks get a second round pick renta for Luke Shane. Because remember, guys, the third pairing and Buff and Carolina is Chatfield. I understand, but he's not a great, you know what I mean? So I think that would be a good point about this run anyway. I don't see Montreal make a move at the deadline more at the draft. It depends. Look, they would make some trade. I don't see more at 3. But they may, yes, I think during summertime they can make some a bigger splash about that one for sure. That bot is always hurt. What are Cam Dalbot stats this year, coach? I don't have it in front of me, but I can tell you that. But that bot guy is not a great year or total. We have a good run at some point. I would say before he got hurt. But they go to to trade Gustafsson to Minnesota Wild. You have 12-13-1 with 2.90 at point at 905.05. It's not bad in NHL right now when you over 900. But he's carrying at 35 years old. Like I said, you can get him maybe a third round pick, 4th round pick, a rental in case someone of your injury, like Pittsburgh could be another one. I think the Winnipeg Jets should consider that in case something happened to Alibok. Yeah, it looked like Zaros last season. They was cooked after that. They get Ingrid. Like if Winnipeg Jets got hurt with Alibok, who's next? Well, you have Ken Talbot. You feel great about that. I think that would be a great option for that. But great point about this is it only the Jean-Guy Talbot? Jean-Guy Talbot, great defenseman. Ottawa need a new GM, Luc Lafortune. Shane Bowser, Garland to leave for Kerfoot, Sandin, Egval, top prospect, and the first what will you do this, coach? Shane Bowser, Garland to leave. Just right there, you add right now $6.5 million. I would say no to you. Kerfoot, $3 million, $1 million, Sandal, 2.5, top prospect, and a first. If I'm Toronto, that's not good a lot. And then if I'm Vancouver, I would say yes, because you give about $13 million and you get about 3.5, 1.5, $6 million return, and you get a first round pick. Vancouver win on that one, and Toronto have a problem because they have no money. I don't do that. Play pretty good, pretty bad lately. So goal Pierre before his injury. Yeah, Talbot was also the player who hand Scotty Bowman hockey play career by high sticking about head. I think you talk about Jean-Guy Talbot about this. The story about Cam Talbot is very good to hear. Owner need new owners. They are negotiating right now about this for sure. Egval is less Jeffrey. And also would be off-season trade potential. Yeah, possible about this, Gary. I think you're absolutely right. I would be hesitate to trade him, but again, and me in return is 3. If the Devil don't trade for the Meyer, I think they could consider to trade for Josh Anderson. And Montreal can get their first round pick, and they get a first round a prospect A, and then they can get a third round pick or something like that. That would be the value of Josh Anderson. And I would not go under. Come on, coach. It's Josh Anderson. Yeah, but he brings for checking, physicality. He can fight. He can play hard under the playoff. It's a prototype of player you don't have a lot in NHL. I don't say he's a Tom Wilson. I don't say he's a Evander Kane. But he's just the same line of them, right? Maybe the level 3. But at the trade deadline, at any time, if you don't get your 3 Ps, you're okay. He's going to score 20 goals with you, and you're going to be paid 5.5 at his prime of his career. There's nothing wrong. He's a good leader. He's not a guy with trouble. You know what I mean? Like, so they don't have to trade him. Any player you have, they don't have to trade. But that's why you can keep. You said no, I don't want. If you don't give me, I don't want to do this. I think that's why we'll keep Anderson around for that one. And then. I really think Hughes is going to make a big trade or draft day like last year for Doc. I always said to you guys, here's my point. They will get number 5, 6, 7, and they're going to get maybe 13, 15 from the Florida Panthers to pick. This year, they're not going to trade both of them, any of them. Why? Because the draft is a good draft. So they know they can develop that kid to become a great top 6 in the NHL. Now, if ever they get a 28 round pick, that's possible they can trade that pick for something else, but it's not going to be like a derby dog. So for me, I don't see them now. They have 3 or 4 around third round or 4th round, maybe some pick like Drake like that. But expect something like Kirby Doc with pick number 6 and pick number 12. I don't see this season. I could be wrong, but I don't see this. Buffalo, the dark horse. I would love to see Josh on the leave. He was sparkling against us. Carolina don't need anybody else. They have KK, the superstar. Yeah. And Anderson go, he will be at the draft. Yeah, that's a good point about this. Look, again, it could become a second option for team or looking to have a guy like Josh Anderson. So they may be targeting Randall Raleigh or maybe targeting Timo Meyer. And so, you know what? But again, the Devils, they have the team right now to win the Stanley Cup? I don't think so. So if they don't get Timo Meyer, why to push that kind of stuff for Josh Anderson when you know they maybe put you a 2nd round, the 3rd round, but not to win the Stanley Cup? So maybe they will, or maybe 1 year to become that team could go a little bit deeper. Can the Devils trade for Cam Talbot? I don't know. But great question about this. We'll move, and then the puck said, Larry, I hope they will get the trade. They need to make up a couple of moves to be even stronger. My don't any bottom. Kenyu is on the driver's seat. He'll be back and also take a phone call. Yep, sorry about this. I agree with you about that. Doc is a pick coach, right? If you talk about Doc, yes, he was for the trade. That's what he got. Doc was trade for the 13th round, the 13th overall, and I think it was a 3rd round pick in my head. I knew you have a little pick with Doc. Again, Doc. So, and they got Nazar, and the Montreal got Doc, and they came from the Romanov trade at the beginning. Anderson does not fit in the AB timeline. For one, they would be a cup contender. No. He would barely be there, but the money would be a problem at some point. So I think he's maybe 1 year before he get traded. The Mose, the Jeffrey. Hudson was 62 overall pick, ESPR. Devil don't need to make a move, just be patient. Don't like a flood last year. Yeah, great point. That's what we said about this. Yeah, I was thinking, how we are good enough to finish a top 4 at the final conference. That's what you have to figure out. That's one over there. Mr. Carlos Benavides.
Oh my God!
Welcome back in the house, Carlos. Thanks to be with our Kenny Show. What do you think the general think with Dix here? I don't know. Carlos, I think a team going to get the chance with him. A 2 years contract, maybe at $2 million, 1.5. A team of not need to fill up. I'm going to give you a guess here, guys. The Chicago Blackhawks. Why? Because Luke Richardson know him. Now, I don't know how they are. Like, I don't know what Luke Richardson think about him. But it just makes sense to me because Chicago would need to fill up spot for 1 or 2 more years. And a player like him, He had nothing to lose at $1.5 million to $2 million at a contract 2 years. So for me right now, I see Chicago. I think it's pretty good. I'm impressed myself right now. Wow, coach, he's this Chicago. I think it's pretty good. I don't see him with a big contender hockey like a playoff. Can the Edmonton trade Yamamoto, Puljujarvi, and try to get Jonathan Drouin about this? Can the Colorado Avalanche take a same chance with Drouin like they did with Evan Rodriguez? I think Drouin with Colorado Avalanche could be a good asset over there. I think that would be another team over there. That's a great question, and I like my answer. About this, I hope the God Anderson get back soon so we can trade him for the deadline. And Manson will be interesting to see him for sure. Was the perfect fit for the Devils. Miroslav Satan. Leave will probably face the Tampa Bay again the first round. The playoff bracket need to be fixed. Yeah, unfortunately, it would be interesting for sure how they can fix this one to another way. If the Devils are smart and lucky, they could win the cup in 2-3 years. Not bad. Not you know. I think, look, you said something worse in the past. the past. So really, I'm impressed by your statement right now. Look, just kidding. Does Ottawa resign the Brincat? Or they sell him for a boatload in return? I see him not fitting in Ottawa, so trade open cap space and get a lot of return expand year free in summer. If I'm Ottawa Senator, I'll offer him an 8-year contract at $8 million or 8.5 in a tap. I'm sure he want $9 million. Is a guy can score 30, 40 goals every single year. If I'm Ottawa Senator with the performance of Tim Susla, I would not trade the Brincat, but I would trade Shane Pinto. Maybe not right now, but at this one. Now, what he can do, but the problem is San Jose does not need the Brincat. Arizona don't need the Brincat. I'm trying to find a team can get the Brincat. Can the Buffalo Sabres can the Brincat? Can the New York Rangers can the Brincat? But it's not sure yet, but a great question. Yes, I am. Look. Great question about this in our top, about this. I think the problem in our top, I don't know. I feel like Ottawa cannot do anything. Whatever they said, we can do everything. I feel like the gym is cannot because the cell, everything like that. I'm not sure. Schedule score second basket, lower back practice with the team. Sunday, Jim Wilson. Oh, thanks so much. Do you think Tampa make any move? Yes, they will, Carlos. They will. But I don't know if a left defenseman. I don't know. It's more deep on the third line. But they will. Definitely about this, Carlos. ESPN and Jean rating are down 20% this season. Robert Bouchard. Yeah. But we have to be sure, guys. I will break this very quickly. I know some people talk about this. Just be careful because the ESPN and the TNT they block out a lot this season. They have more. They close the territory about that, so they protect more the EN and like Boston area. ESPN block out a lot of game because the NESN carry on the game. And that's a problem about that one there. So one a channel like TV is sport, example, carry on the game, Pittsburgh versus another team, but you're going to see some area where Pittsburgh can and Montreal cannot see the game on ESPN if you buy the only the package deal. I'm talking about, but it's just an example. So they are down, but there are reason behind that. Now it's normal. What you have to compare is okay. What is the MLB rating? What the NBA rating at the first year contract? And again, I don't think it's a huge for me, 20%, because ESPN don't carry on that sport like the number one sport for them. So it's just normal. My biggest problem, I would say, is not the ESPN. It's more like about the regional belly sport bankruptcy. That's really where I'm a little bit concerned about this. Do you think the Avalanche need help? They are pretty, yeah, they need a second center, Woody. They need a guy like over Kedri for sure. If not, it will be hard. Le coach is renversé psychologie. Je ne pouvais pas rester. Luc, bien dit, mon Pierre, about this. Coach was out the long on the strip. Yeah. I was sorry. The player all on the sell advertising, so that was so many team. If it hurt Montreal when Richardson left, I find that he should bring experienced assistant coach to help Montreal next season. Yeah, they could. About this, Steven. Gary, thinking when the senator or the new ownership would clean the house from the face of some high-priced players. Possibility, Gary, about this, or will you be surprised you try to bring your double people for that one? Barbashev to Tampa. Great point here. That's the kind of plot that Tampa Bay like to add, Barbashev in attack. I agree with you. That's a good pick. You think about the team like, they can add. Can Rand McDonough return in Tampa Bay? I don't know. You know what I mean? I know McDonough have a close, I believe, but I think that's something you have to look about this. But I think it's a great point. Him, good female and up at Boston. I don't see that. Look, I will tell you why. They have to sign now David Pastrnak. It would cost a lot of money. Now you have add already Timo Meyer, guys. He's already get $10 million next year. Now he can get change his RFA become an extension 7 or 8 year contract. But I don't see Boston get him because the salary cap problem they're going to get, and we don't know yet if Krejcik is back or Bergeron is back. By the way, Montreal is black on ESPN locally. Yeah. I agree with you. I think ESPN cannot be sold in Canada as a Sportnet carry on all the game NHL in Canada for internet. But that's something I need to be sure, but I think I'm pretty sure about this one. Pierre Montreal would be blocked from the NHL soon. Good night, Nicolas. Bonsoir. We love that, Danny. And we hit is there a place for Larry Robinson on the Abs? No, Larry is over 70 years old now, and he retired in Tampa area, and could become a special advisor, but I don't see Larry to be the real special advisor for Montreal. Shen to the Tampa Bay would be big too. I heard this one before. It looked like this not going to happening anymore in Ottawa. But yes, I think good. Robinson was excellent. Absolutely right, Larry. Stu.
Oh my God!
Peter So in the house. Welcome back, Stu. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be great. Absolute Roger Butch. But I think it's done with coaching. You're absolutely right about this, guys. We touched everything we need to know tonight. And we'll go to give you a little bit more information. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock p.m. And we're going to finish with her. I've heard this in though it's sketchy. The chance are this way. Yeah, absolutely right. Look, but it's not confirmed yet, and people don't know. Don't sweetie repeat. They don't know yet what the situation with them, but it could happen. Do you see the Rangers with one black or select second as a no? Not allow Willie. Not allow about him. Rick Bengal is in the house.
Oh my God!
Welcome back in the house, Rick. And Pastor will break the bank and Boston. You're absolutely right about this. We're going to talk more about those news tomorrow night, guys. We'll be back at 9 o'clock p.m., by the way, tomorrow night. So please join me live tomorrow night. As the final right now of the contest of the show, it's time to pop up for the Frenchy quiz. I don't know if you are ready to this show. But first of all, we thank everybody, guys, to join me live tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. And don't forget, we do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Blind Padvin. I would like you guys to join us and ask questions. I like one of my guests come here and they get questions for the people and the chat. So Blind would be with us Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, we should do the play-by-play game, by the way, this week. Glad to see you, Mr. Rick. Glad to have you. Hopefully, the mentor is doing well. And you, Rick, have a good weekend in Halifax. And not too much freezing over there. Here we go, guys. Which player from Hartford, Carolina, both team together, right, had the most game straight with one goal and their history? Which player from this list have the most game straight with one goal? Sebastian Au, Ray Ferraro, John Anderson, Pierre Larouche, and Ron Francis. Rudolph, knock the door. Here we go, Rudolph. Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget to click on the like, so that'd be great. B for Chicago Blackhawks this morning. Thanks so much, Chicago Bear, by the way. We have E, Larry Lavalley, Ron Francis, William. Yes, too, going to celebrate this. Greatness deep inside Danny. Rudolph, go with E. Danny, go with E. Thanks so much for the super chat. We're going to celebrate after that.
Super chat.
A for aspirin cake. There you go. Ron with King, Pierre Larouche. Rick Bengal with E. We have Carlos Benitez, B. We have Randy E. Vinny James, over. Vinny James, welcome aboard. Thanks, guys, to be with us. Don't forget to click on the likes. We have anybody else? I did not see Danny E. Yes, William Sandler. Do I miss Inartap? Or Inartap went to the restroom? Dimitra said C, and Inartap said D about this one over there. Thanks so much for everybody to participate tonight. Pierre Martin knocked the door with E, and we have one good answer tonight on this one. Maybe a couple. The answer, guys, the first one is D. Pierre Larouche, 9 straight game, I believe, with the Carolina Hurricanes. So that happening about this one. Congratulations. And our top, a run with King. Question number 2. Gary got it. Saint Martin said he. I'll give it to Gary. Gary, you got it. Thanks so much. From this list, which player did not have 75 points through his first 50 games on any season since 2000? From this list, which players never have 75 points through his 50 games in any season in NHL? Sidney Crosby, Mikko Rantanen, Alex Ovechkin, Nikita Kucherov, and Mario Lemieux. Since 2000 season, right? So I want to be sure you remember that one. Chicago, go with E. Rick, go with E. Dimitra, go with B. RJ, go with D. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. RJ, yep, it was Pierre Larouche. Danny, go with D. Kucherov. Rudolph, will go with Kucherov. Ronnie, go with Alex Ovechkin. Cake go with A. Anata go with the Ovechkin. Larry Lavalle go with D. And then we have William Snyder with B. We have Pierre Martin with B. We have Carlos Benitez with B and Vinny with E. Pierre Martin with B. Here we go. I think we got everybody here.
Oh my God!
At the end, we got a couple of good answers, guys. You not believe it, but the one have only did not did is Mikko at Ratanen. 74 points he did. Lemieux did it in 2002, by the way. It was to be the trick of that question, guys. Mario Lemieux did it. And of course, Crosby, Rantanen, Ovechkin did it. Not Rantanen, but Crosby, Ovechkin, and Kucherov did it. Congratulations, we have Pierre Martin, Woody Snyder, and Carlos Benitez. And Dimitra Bengal are joined right now. Gary Conway and our tap and run with Kings about this one there. Luc Lafortune got a B after he looked on Google. Luc, he got the D. Here we go. Question number 3. Gary said E and Randy said D. Obviously, you are wrong, but could try about this. Here we go, guys. Question number 3, guys. From the question number 2. From question number we just did. Connor McDavid, how many times he did it? 75 points in 50 games during his career. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. How many times he did it? RJ go with A. Danny go with A. 2 times, 2 times. Thanks so much. You guys, you're quick about this. And we'll see if you have a good answer. Bad answer. Did McDavid. How many times he did it? Ready now go with the answer B 3 times. Chicago with C 4 times. Thanks so much. And then we have Mitch Bellin. Mitch, welcome aboard. Mitch said B. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great if you can do that. We have Cake said A. Rick Bengal said C. Ron with King said B. We have Luc Lafortune with A. Dimitra B. Carlos C. Willie Snyder B. Stu Pilasso said C. Question number 3 is C. Rodolphe. Larry Lavallee said B. We wait for more people because we're missing a couple. Vinny B 3 and our tap said 4. Thanks so much about this. Pierre Martin said C. Thanks so much, Pierre Martin. I think we have everybody. I think we're missing only Gary Conway about this. Gary just popped up at the last second. Guys, we have a few people got it.
Oh my God!
And some of you going to take the lead with that one over there. The answer, guys, is C with 4. Congratulations. And our tap, Pierre Martin and Carlos Benavides are 3 people take the lead with 2 good answers. But we have a few people. Rick Bengal, we have Randy Walkman, and then we have Rudolph and Stu have a good answer of that one over there. Congratulations about this one over there. Question number 4 of the night. Gary said C. Here we go. Question number 4. From this list, which one did not participate 50 times a plus at the All-Star game, guys? Which one of them did not participate at 15 game a plus in NHL? Wayne Gretzky, Jean Béliveau, Ray Bourque, and Mark Messier, and Frank Mahavlich. Which one of them never participate over 15 game or plus in NHL? Chicago, by the way, you got 1 point. I have two good. Coach, I got 1 and 3 as 2 about this. Yep, so right. I apologize. I did not mention 2, right? I apologize too about this one over there. 1 out of the 3. Self-esteem. Restore. Danny go with Frank Mahavlich. Aspen Cake go with Wayne Gretzky. Chicago Wayne Gretzky. Rick Bengold Mahavlich. Run with Mac Messier. Ben Demetra. E. Vinny C. Ridal E. Carlos D. Luke E. Mitch Belen said B. Thanks so much. Everybody. Wait for more people. Pierre Martin said E. Larry Lavalley said B. Thanks so much, Larry. And I tap E. Willie Snyder E. Stu E. A lot of people, guys, go with Frank Mahavlich, guys. Gary Cornoyer. We wait for Gary Cornoyer to give us an answer before we give the answer. So we'll be sure we'll be fair for everybody. RJ said D. Mac Messier. Gary, do you get an answer? There you go. I said about feeling about this. The answer this one, guys, for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I want to be sure I'm right here. Gary said E. Gary Conway. Here we go.
Oh my God!
Yeah, absolutely right, Stu Picasso, because the answer is Jean Béliveau, guys. Never played 15 times. Gretzky did it. Burke, Messier, and Mahavlich did 15 times. Frank Mahavlich about this one over there. The good news for many of you guys, nobody have 3 good answers. Carlos, Pierre Martin, Gary, and our tap, Stu Picasso are leading at 2 right now, guys, about this. And this was the good answer about it was Jean Béliveau. Oops, sorry. Last one for the winner. Stu. All right, from this list, which player has the most points in one game during the All-Star game? I forgot during the All-Star game. I apologize for that one there. During the All-Star game, let me put this one over there to be sure I have this. All-Star game. I would put no cap. So, from this list, which player has the most points in one game at All-Star game at the normal format 5 versus 5? Voracek, Messier, Oates, Naslund, or Team Ambulance? I forgot to change the last one over there. Here we go. No go. Here we go, Mitch. We have Chicago B. Mac Messier. Thank you. Ron with Kings. Carlos with A. Mitch Bellin D. Thanks so much. We have Stu C. D. Luc Lafortune. Gary should have 1 coach. Yeah, coach. Gary is at 2 right now, I believe. Gary said C. Thanks so much. Willie D. Cake E. Whoa, that got dropped. C for RJ. C. Arruda. Pierre Martin C. Vinny E. Demendra D. Larry B. And our tap C. Le Petit Viking, 5 points. Mats Naslund. Look, Mats, he said from Pierre, Luc Lafortune. When he said that, who said that? I will. And then we have Danny E. with Team Ambulance. Here we go, guys. The answer to this one, guys, is...
Oh my God!
Only one of you guys did it. Unbelievable. I know you have a, I tried to put a name there with me, surprise everybody, but I want to be sure I'm right about this. Yeah, he did it. This is Glenn. He's the winner tonight with a good insert, the last one here.
Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest tonight is Carlos Benavides with 3 good inserts tonight at the Hockey Initial Show. Carlos Benavides is the only one with 1 good insert on the number 5. Jacob Voracek, 6 points. And Luc Lafortune, you deserve 0.5 because you set Matt Nassau at 5 points. But Luc, you have only 1 good insert, so I'll give you only 1.5 tonight, guys. But great to see Demendra, Eric, both of you will play. And your final score, both of you are 1-1. But Gary and Enortap have a 2 good insert tonight. And great participation about this. Look, he said 8 too late. You said Matt Naslund at 5 points. How many point ambulance get, coach? About this one over there. Congratulations again for Mr. Carlos Benavides is the winner tonight. But we are back tomorrow night, guys, at 9 o'clock tonight. We're going to maybe bring some people in the chat. Like in our tap or Michael Dividendo, I don't know yet, but we're going to be tomorrow night talking about the NHL overall. We're going to talk about Montreal Canadiens, but they're still on vacation, so we don't have a lot of news about them. So we're going to talk more in general about the NHL. You have 6 games on the program. We have a warm-up show at 6 p.m. Don't forget to send your email for your prediction. We are back. We're going to give you the leaderboard of where we at. And last week, guys, for the warm-up show, we combine all the night together, and we have jail and we have the boss for everybody, for the people. So I just want to share it with you. This great job in our tab for all the prediction about this. Congratulations for everybody tonight. Thanks to stop by, and don't forget, guys, to stop by next time. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Until then, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great night. Glad to see you, each one of you. I know I'm back after I took a couple of days off. And I'm not going out anymore. My budget is out for the rest of the month. We are only February 6th. Oh, my God. It was not a really good night for me. Friday night is Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. But it is what it is. It's happened sometime. It's happened sometime. It's okay. Like I said, it's okay. That's where we at. I thought to start the music. Here we go. We got the music on. All right, guys. Have an amazing, great night. But we want to remember everybody. Thanks so much, everybody. First of all, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. Thanks so much, all the moderators, Jose and Aftap, Danny and Ron and Luciano. Thanks so much, everybody. Other people in the chat, you did really great job, everyone. If I start with only one, I'm going to forget everybody else. There are too many people. We did a very good from the beginning to the end. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any requests, any subject you want me to talk about, please send me an email. And I will definitely talk about this. Luciano gave me always a great ideas talking about certain subject. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Until then, my friend, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to donate your day, find a way to donate the first half of what? Oh yeah, 2023. Have a great night, everybody. Rick Bengal, see you tomorrow night. Double T. And our top, Pierre Martin, Luc Lafortune, Willie Snyder. Awesome. And then we have Stu, Vinny James, Chicago, Gary, Larry, Carlos, congratulations again, Pierre Martin, Dimitra, Willie, Rick. Then we have RJ Calabro. Thanks so much tonight to be with us. RJ with all the data we have. Of course, Rudolph, Stu, and then we have Cake, we have Ellen earlier, Danny T, Mitch Bellin stopped by tonight. Thanks so much, Mitch, to be with us. Chicago Bear, one another one. Randy Walkman. Have a good night. Don't forget to click on the like if you did not do it yet. Good night, Vinny. You're welcome, Stu. You have greatness inside of you. Have a good night, Pierre Martin. Thank you, buddy. I would like a boost for my car this weekend, minus 30. Oh, 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 oh. Booyah!